Briefing for Entry into a More Harsh Environment by Morgan Hite. People always talk about what you can't take home with you after a NOLS course. You can't take home the backpack, or at least it has no place in your daily life. You can't take home the rations, and if you did, your friends wouldn't eat them. You can't take home the mountains. We seem to have to get rid of all of our connections to this place and our experiences here. It's frustrating and can be depressing. This essay is about what you can take home. What you can take home and what, if you work at it, can be more important than any of those things you have to leave behind. Let's look at what we've really been doing out here. We've been organized. We lived out of backpacks the whole time, and mostly we knew where everything was. We've been thorough. We counted every contour line on the map and put every little bit of trash in a bag. We've been prepared. At this moment, every one of us knows where his or her rain gear is. We've taken care of ourselves. We've been in touch with basic survival skills. We've taken chances with other people, entrusted them with our lives, and seen no reason not to grow close to them. We've persevered and put our minds to things that never seem to end. We've learned to use new tools and new techniques. We've taken care of the things we have with us. We've lived simply. These are the things you can really take home. Together, they comprise what I call mental hygiene, as if we needed to take care of our minds the way we take care of our bodies. Here they are again, one by one. Number 1, organization. The mountains are harsh, so you need to be organized. But that other world is much more complex, and even harsher in ways that aren't always as tangible as cold, wind, and rain. Being organized can help you weather its storms. Number 2, thoroughness. Here it is easy to see the consequences of leaving things only half done. That other world has so many interruptions, distractions, and stimuli that it is easy to leave things half done, until you find yourself buried under a pile of ongoing projects with no direction. Number 3, preparedness. Out here, you've only had to be prepared for every eventuality of weather, but in that other world, you have to be prepared for every eventuality, period. There are no rules, things happen, and only the prepared are not caught off balance. Number 4, take care of yourself, and do it even more aggressively than you do it out here. The environmental hazards are even greater. Crowding, noise, schedules. Take time to be alone and think. Never underestimate the healing power of being near beauty, be it a flower, music, a person, or just dinner well prepared. Number 5, stay in touch with basics. Continue to cook your own food and conscientiously select the place where you sleep at night. Take care of your own minor injuries and those of your friends. Learn about how the complex vehicles and tools you use work. The other world is far more distracting and seeks to draw you away from the basics. Number 6, keep taking risks with people. Your own aliveness is measured by the aliveness of your relationships with others. There are so many people to choose from in that other world, and yet somehow we get less close. Remember that the dangers are still present. At any time that you get in a car with someone, you are entrusting that person with your life. Any reasons that seem to crop up not to get close, examine very closely. Number 7, remember, you can let go and do without seemingly critical things. Here it has only been hot showers, forks, and a roof overhead. But anything can be done without. Eventually, for us all, it is a person that we have to do without. And then especially it is important to remember that having to do without does not rule out joy. Number 8, persevere at difficult things. It may not be as concrete as a mountain or as immediately rewarding as cinnamon rolls, but the world is given to those who persevere. Often you will receive no support for your perseverance because everyone else is too busy being confused. Number 9, continue to learn how to use new tools and techniques. Whether it is a computer or an ice cream maker, you know now that simply because you haven't seen it before doesn't mean you can't soon be a pro. Remember that the only truly old people are the ones who've stopped learning. Number 10, take care of things. In that other world, it's easy to replace anything that wears out or breaks, and the seemingly endless supply suggests that individual objects have little value. Be what the philosopher Wendell Berry calls a true materialist. Build things of quality, mend what you have, and throw away as little as possible. Number 11, live simply. There is no substitute for sanity. These 11 things are the skills you've really learned out here, and they will serve you in good stead in any environment in the world. They are habits to live by. If anyone asks you what your course was like, you can tell them. We were organized, thorough, and prepared. We took care of ourselves in basic ways. We entrusted people with our lives, learned to do without, and persevered at difficult things. We learned to use new tools, and we took care of what we had with us. We lived simply. And, if they are perceptive, they will say, you don't need the mountains to do that.
Living the dream.